Hello everyone, my name is Stacey K. Roach and I'm here with you guys today on a new episode of the Rebrand and Rebuilding Community. I'm here today to speak about helping others in need. It's not just about yourself. If you see someone on the side of the road or at the gas station, just even in general, people in your family, if they need you, you should be there for them, especially if you can. And support comes in many shapes and sizes. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to give someone your hard-earned money, but if you can just sit and give someone a piece of advice, something that could help them and take them a long way, something that can get them from point A to point B, just knowledge in itself is key, is the key. Knowledge is power. So if you have anything out there that you can help anyone with, I really believe it's our job as human beings to help out humanity, to shape the world that we live in. So if you are in a position to help another, please help someone. Like, I'm really, really big on that. Like, I come from a family, not everyone is supporting of each other. Like in my family, I'm pretty sure like other families, we have people that, family members have their favorites, where if you're not the favorite, they're not really going to too quick help you or reach out. And sometimes some of your family members or your friends and just people in general around you, they don't even know that you are in need or you need help in any way. Because just like myself in general, I don't like to ask for help. It's really hard for me to ask for help. So a lot of my family members are like, why didn't you come to me when you were homeless? And why didn't you come to me when you needed a place to stay or needed some food or needed gas? I'm not the asking type. I love to help other people. I like to be the one that takes care of everyone else. But sometimes even caretakers need to be taken care of. So, like I said, you have to open your mouth if you are in need and go to, your closest friends and family members, co-workers, anyone that you know that could possibly help you. We have so many shelters out here today for the homeless. So sometimes you don't have to necessarily be on the street. If your family members don't want to help you out, they don't want to put you up in a place to stay, help you get a job, even giving you money or giving you advice, there's always programs out there, especially in the world we live in today. Since COVID, we have so many programs, and I'm in the state of South Carolina, and I know for a fact that there are thousands of programs that'll help you with your bills. There are programs and services out there that will, like I said, homeless shelters that'll give you a place to stay. We have food banks that'll give you food. You can even go give blood to get a couple of dollars to get you something to eat or some gas money. You don't have to be out there by yourself. You're not alone. It's people such as myself. I've been homeless. I've been in that predicament. So I can understand better now since I've been in that scenario. A lot of people don't understand unless it happened to them or someone they know. But if you are in a position to help someone in need, I really think that you should be helping someone in need. If not, I don't really know what you're doing with yourself, because as human beings in this world, we want this world to go around, especially for our African American community. We need to stick together more. We have a lot of other races, Caucasians, we have Hispanics, we have Chinese, Japanese, we have so many other races that outdo us when it comes to supporting our own. Even when it comes to buying black, shopping in black retail stores, and even just spending your money with black business owners. As an African American myself, I'm really big on that with helping my people, and not even just my people, helping the people that are in need. I'm not where I want to be. I'm still on my journey, and I'm trying to get to higher levels. But anything that I can do, if I see someone homeless on the side of the street, I'm going to give $1. If that's all I have, I'm going to give something. I don't like a person that feels, if they're homeless, they don't have to be homeless. They better go get a job, or they better get their shit together. Excuse my language. It's not always that easy. Some people don't ask to be homeless. Like I said, I've been homeless. I've met many homeless people. Some homeless people, they choose that route. They don't want to go to work. They don't want to do nothing but do drugs and be on the street. And I'm not necessarily saying you should help those people, but why not? Hey, you giving $1 or 50 cents to whatever their cause is, even if they're going to take it to buy buy drugs. That's none of your business. I feel like helping them, in any way that you can, I feel like the Lord will bless you in multiple ways. You will have an abundance of blessings pouring in when you help out someone in need, a stranger, a family member, anyone. Like I just said, I really want to get this point across. Like I said, I didn't even really sit down and plan this episode of the Rebrand and Rebuilding Community. I just been walking by and seeing our homeless people on the streets, seeing children out here tossed aside by their families. They're out here living on their own at young ages, and they have to figure it out for themselves. And that's not fair. I don't like to see that. I don't like to hear someone say, well, it's not my fault that they're homeless. No, it's not your fault that they're homeless, but it damn sure can be your fault for them staying homeless. I'm not saying putting them up in your house and going to get them a room or something for a month or so, but in some way, shape, or form, you can get them some help. Now, if they don't want to accept the help that you're willing to offer them or willing to give them at that time, then they're not in need the way they say they're in need. So then, oh well, I tried to help you. You didn't want it. It wasn't what you expected from me, and you didn't want to accept the help that I was giving. Oh well, you will just stay in that situation that you're in. But for someone that is truly trying to come up out the gutter and truly trying to get on their feet from being homeless, it's my job as a human being to help out in any way that I can. And I can't stress that point enough. As human beings, like this, the world that we live in today, we have so many selfish people. We have a lot of successful, rich people out there. And, I'm not going to say they don't have, they don't give to charities and this, that, and the third. And that's okay to give to charities. But I feel like going and helping individual people, and putting the money in their hand, or, making sure that money, whatever you're giving, your time, your money, food, clothing, shelter, whatever you're giving it to that individual person, or going out into the streets and seeing who needs help and who don't really need help, but doing it for those specific people. Where your money is going. Where those clothes has been donated to, or who they've been donated to, the food as well. And even when it comes to shelter, like as successful and being successful and having abundance, where, like I said, you're rich and you don't have to really worry about poverty. You've overcame that. It's okay. It's easy to just write a check to somebody. It's okay that you did that. We're glad that you did that. But a lot of times, a lot of these charities, that money are going into the board of directors' pocket. That money is going into paying their employees. A lot of that time, that money is not even going to the people that truly need that money. And if it is going to them, it is not in the way that they need it. So I'm just saying, writing a check is easy. That's okay that you did that. Thank you. I'm not taking that away. Thank you. But knowing exactly where that money is going, putting it into that one person or the individual people's hand, and saying, okay, here, take this, or what, don't even put it in their hand. I'm going to take you to go do this. You say you want something to eat, I'm going to take you to get something to eat. If you feel like, okay, I don't want to give a homeless person my money, they may just go take it and splurge it on drugs and alcohol. If they say that, if they came to you, and a lot of times we're at the stoplight, and homeless people, they'll come up to your car, ask you for $1, or hey, I just want to get something to eat. Hop in, I'm gonna take you to get something to eat, or stay right here, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get you something. What you want? Where do you want it from? Now, if they're not willing to accept that, then oh well, that's on them. But I feel like as humans, we need to do better at looking out for one another. I'm not telling you to take, it's not our responsibility for another adult's issues and helping them get their life and their shit together. It's not necessarily our responsibility. No, it's not. As individual people, it's not us. But if we can, why not? Like, why not help if you can? Like, you have nothing else better to do, and you're gonna splurge and go buy something that you really don't need in the first anyway. Why not give that money to someone that truly needs it? Why not, donate your time, put your effort into people and programs and services where you can see a return, where you on your investments. Like, okay, instead of me just writing a check, I went out to that shelter, and I went and I served food, and I went and I talked to the people in the shelter, and I went to actually learn their names and their stories. That's the effort I'm talking about. It's okay. It's easy just to write a check to somebody. It's easy to give someone $1, but to sit down and take the time to listen to their stories, to take the time to actually understand where they're coming from. Because like I said, not everyone out here acts to be homeless. Not everyone out here in the world that are in need, put themselves in that situation where because they don't want to go get a job and want to keep their bills paid. Now they're in need. Now they need you to pay their bills. I'm not saying that. It's not really your responsibility to do that at all. It's their responsibility to get their shit together, or to even want to get their shit together. Especially if they have children or family members that care about them, they should want to get their shit together for their family, for themselves. But you cannot force anyone to want to get their shit together. You either do or you don't. Now, I'm going to offer you this help. You can either accept it or you not. This is just period, point blank. The world that we live in today, we are all about ourselves, and I don't like that. One of my pet peeves is a person that talks down on a homeless person or a drug addict or an alcoholic, because you don't know what these people are going through. Not everyone is strong enough where they don't know that they're strong enough, because they most definitely are strong enough, but they don't know, and they're not aware of their power within to overcome certain, certain substance abuses. And now, like I said, with alcohol and drugs, some people are just, it has a hold on them, and it's hard for them to overcome that. It's hard for them to get through that. So yeah, they're out here on the streets bumming for money and bumming for a place to stay or a ride or clothes or food, shelter, anything. But just as a human being today, it should be okay that we help another person out that's in need. And I know I kind of touched bases on this in one of my last episodes, but I really want to take the time to speak on this a little bit more, because I've been homeless, and I wish someone would have helped me and, offer that help to me, which I did have people that come in and help. But when the times where I was really, really in need, I was stuck by myself and I had to figure my damn way out. Like I said, some family members are not as supportive, or they have their favorites in the family. And if you're not one of the favorites, you don't get the support, and that's okay. And like in my situation, I didn't ask for help from certain family members and stuff, because I'm just that person. But there's some people out there that are afraid to speak up, and they're ashamed and, to even ask for another person's help because of the world that we live in today. People judge you automatically. You can look at a person and it looks like, you a bum, or you don't have your shit together. You don't know what that person have. Like, you don't know what's going on in their life until you sit down and really talk to them. I just feel like judge accordingly. Like I said, I've met homeless people, and they do choose to be homeless. They don't give a damn. They don't want to go get a job. They don't want to clean themselves up. They don't want to get off drugs. That's their business. That's their issue. No, I don't feel sorry for those homeless people, but I do feel sorry for the ones that are working their ass off and trying every day to make a better life for themselves and their families, and get off the streets. I do feel sorry. I ain't even going to say sorry. No, I don't feel sorry. I feel empathy. I do have empathy for the ones out there like that, because I was one of those ones that was out there. And if it wasn't for someone reaching out and saying, hey, hand up, I probably would have still been in that situation. Yes, I had to fight my way out the mud, but I didn't do it by myself. I didn't get to where I am today by myself. And anyone that sit here and say, oh, I'm successful and I'm self-made, I made it by myself. If someone didn't see you, if your fans or whoever didn't support you, you wouldn't be who the hell you are today. So no, you did not get there by yourself. Maybe it felt like that because you was all alone and you was struggling and digging yourself out the mud, but somebody somewhere seen you. They noticed you. They wanted to help you, where they want to give you a book deal, a record deal, whether they want to put you up in housing, want to give you a scrap of food, take it. I'm just saying, we didn't all get there by ourselves. With the Lord's help, he put the right people in place, and he put us in the right places at the right time to receive the help from those people. So just be blessed and be thankful that you are not homeless and that you don't need help if you don't need help. But if you are in a position to help someone, please reach out and help the ones that need it. I'll post all my information down below, you guys. This is the 6th episode of the Rebrand and Rebuilding Community. I have some really special news to share with you guys as well. I actually just got offered a hosting gig on K87 The Nation. I'll be a radio personality. So I am very excited that I got that opportunity to do that. I have a platform now, a real platform where I can get out there and I can help other people that were once in, or other people that were in my place, you know?